Yo, I. Miriam, yeah, Hunter x Hunter. Miriam is a fucking goat, bro. If you don't know who he is, then shame on you. Go watch Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter? Hunter x Hunter? It doesn't fucking matter. Watch the fucking show. That's not the point. Okay, so if you don't know who he is, Miriam is a humanoid ant who is the product of the ant queen who feasted on humans and animals with the sole purpose of giving birth to Miriam, the ultimate life form. He's probably one of the top three villains of all time. Here's why. Well, for one, he's not a copy and paste villain like these other fucking shows. Usually, villains in their own shows have like they start off good, and then like some shit happens in their childhood, some trauma or some shit, and like then they turn evil, or they just be evil from the start, like fucking Frieza's basic. That's beside the point, bro. This is not what this video is about. I but Miriam, right? This nigga's built different. Like he started off kind of a dick, like not evil, but still kind of a dick. Like you see, just being born and all, he was really hungry. Bugs and animals weren't doing it for him anymore, so he chose to go after the Ningans. The Hunter Association pulled up like, "Hey, you can't just be eating us like this, bro." And he responded, "Why the fuck not? Y'all be munching on pigs and shit, and only find it an issue when the food chain starts affecting you." And he's exactly right. If pigs could fight back, they probably would, wouldn't they? That's beside the point, though. Miriam's plan was to like gather all the humans in that country and like eventually the world, I think, to turn them into his livestock. So like he could eat them and shit because he's just that type of nigga, I guess. I don't know. And like waiting for this day to come, he got kind of bored because like he set it for a certain time because I don't know that nigga's like he's organized, right? So yeah, he gets bored waiting and shit, and he decides to 1v1 the world's best board game contestants, promising to spare their life if they win. And if you're wondering, they obviously didn't win. All except one, Komugi, a small child who's won 5 consecutive Gungi matches, which is like basically a fucking shittier version of chess. And she also beat Miriam when they 1v1. Obviously, that's how she won. And being the strongest, smartest, perfect being to ever exist, I can relate to Miriam, right? So if I got shot on by a 16-year-old blind girl in bootleg chess, I'd want to run it back, you know, which is what they did over and over again. Miriam losing each time soon became attached to this Ningen. So when Zenozodik, Kilo's grandfather, and Netro, the Charmin, pulled up squad deep, blasting the whole fucking fortress and impaling Komugi, nearly killing her, Miriam learned two new emotions. The first being confusion, since he's the motherfucking ant king, and like humans and ants shit and cum themselves when they get in like the general vicinity of him. So why do these two old ass niggas who look like they just broke out of a fucking retirement home want smoke, right? Ugh. And the second emotion being distress for the one person he slightly cares about. But through all of this, Miriam recognizes how strong they are, Zeno and Netro, because they're just fucking ghosts like that, right? So like he tries to have a civil debate with them, because like he doesn't want to like waste their potential of like talent, because like they're fucking strong as fuck. So he just doesn't want to like kill them, because he think that'll be a waste. But Netro's like, nah, bro, run this fade. So Netro and Miriam 1v1, and like Zeno wasn't there because like his job was done. He was only getting paid just to like separate him and like the other niggas, right? So that Miriam and Netro could 1v1. And throughout their fight, Miriam strangely gets attached to Netro since he's enjoying such a great battle. He's Miriam, he's the Ant King, bro. This nigga was born like a couple weeks ago, bro. He gets no fights because everybody else is fucking weak, right? And at the end of the battle, Miriam thinks, damn, maybe I shouldn't take over the world and use all humans as a livestock. And he gets a slight change in heart. And then Necho fucking explodes, causing Miriam to somehow specifically lose his memory of Komugi, which makes sense, I guess. and everything they did together, which turns him back into a fucking dick. You know, the dick he previously was before he met her. He does like feel that something's missing though, right? Something in his mind. He knows that there's like something that he's missing, something that he's forgetting. When he finally remembers Komagi, you know, Miriam is humble. He's more humble than the way he previously was before losing his memory. He goes to extreme lengths to find Komagi, nearly kneeling before one of his servants. You know, he's the fucking Ant King, bro. Like they're supposed to kneel to him, bro. And he's so humble, like he's so shook, bro. He's on his knees. Pause. And you know, after reuniting with Komagi, Miriam he's ecstatic. Like he gets to spend his final moments with Komagi. Final moments? Is he about to die, you might ask? Well, remember when Netro fucking exploded? Yeah, that gave Miriam nuclear radiation poisoning, which also spread to Komagi, who willingly accepted it. This means they both died in the presence of each other playing Gungi. I personally think that's fucking depressing, right? But Miriam couldn't ask for a better happy ending, you know. He liked it, so it's all good. All in all, be it his own mortality or the humble enjoyment of a fucking board game, Miriam went from an evil bug tyrant to a genuine nigga who wants to play bootleg chess. And this evolution in an antagonist's character is a breath of fresh air compared to all these fucking shitty ass generic ass villains, bro. I'm looking at you, Toriyama, bro. That being said, this is me, Moodheart. If you like what you like, please comment, like, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it, and I am out.